man, it's your boy Mr. PVO, man. We back at it. Raptors, we got a W. 1-0, baby. 1-0, man.
All day. We're just getting started, man. Back to back.
Yup. Crazy game, man. Siakam balled out.
Hey, man, he's living up to the max expectations, man. We really needed him to be the number one option since Kawhi left. So, he put on a show. The rest were kind of sketchy, but he did a good job. Yep. Same with Van Fleet, too. Freddie!
He didn't stop.
Freddie. Hey, man's contract here. He's trying to get them dollars. He's betting on himself, and he's doing a heck of a job right now, man.
That's it. Like his brand says, man, bet on yourself. Do you pay him?
What?
You pay him?
I don't know, man. I'm looking at summer 2021, man. We need Giannis to come back, bro. Greek town's popping, so we need him back in town.
Giannis, Greek freak! Greek freak. Oh, my. His arms are probably as long as the CN Tower. They'll probably get a picture of that or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, once you get a guy like him in, partner him with Siakam, maybe find another shooter. Yeah. We're going to make some noise in the East. Right now, we're a top 4 team. I still think we can do some damage. But again, if we get another superstar to pair up with Siakam, the way he's emerging, sky's the limit.
Yep. Hey, man, Marc Gasol had a little bit of a shaky game. Do you think he needs to be consistent in order for us to make it, go over that hump?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he had a crazy summer coming from the parade, going to FIBA, winning it all. And then he came to training camp pretty slow anyway. So I'm sure it's going to start to pick up slowly but surely. We're definitely going to need him, especially in the East when it comes to, teams with very big bigs. For example, you talk about Embiid, talk about Horford, and you talk about Giannis, Brook Lopez. He killed us in the playoffs too as well. So I'm sure he's going to bounce back. He's going to take some time. I was kind of hoping that Ibaka was going to close out the game, but we got the job done. We got the dub. So on to the next one.
When we went to overtime, man, I was a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was kind of shook. Raptors in game ones. When it comes to regular season playoffs, there's always that game one hesitancy. But
are we gonna lose?
Yeah.
And are we gonna score 0 again?
Especially considering the fact that we're on a nationally televised game, right? We never get tip off. We're always the Wednesday or the Friday game. So everybody's watching. Everyone's gonna say, they won the championship because of Kawhi, which we did. But in the end, you need a team to win a championship. So
you can't win a championship by yourself, baby.
That's all it is, man. You gotta win. You gotta win with the team. You can't win one player.
That's true, man. Kyle looked a little bit. To me, I thought he was a little bit off. I think he's a little bit still a bit injured. Do you think he's been injured? He's trying to fight through, or?
Well, I mean, he still had that thumb injury he was still rehabbing from, but he had he came in late to training camp, reported late, but he's a vet. He knows what he needs to, how he can handle his body, take care of things. So I'm sure by halfway through the season he'll do fine. We're gonna need him to be that scorer from 2014. 20 and 6 a game. So. We'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll keep him, obviously, because we signed him for one extra year. Trade value's looking blessed, but
let him go.
We'll see what happens. But I mean, it's time that the Raptors try to re-up on a star or a player or something, man, because
once you taste victory, one thing about winning and victory, once you taste it, you never want to go back to anything else.
That's what I'm saying, man. I've been watching the Raptors since '98, man. As a kid, seeing a lot of disappointments. I was at the Square, Game 7 against Brooklyn in 2014, witnessed it all. But I'm just kind of glad I was able to, witness a championship in my lifetime. You see this little...
Oh, show them that ring. Here, look at that bling. Oh, my bling, blow.
See that?
Jeez.
I've been waiting for this day my whole life, man. We finally got it.
That's it.
That's all it takes, man. We got to go back to back. Obviously, if Kawhi was still here, we could have repeated. I feel like we could repeat it.
Why did he leave? Why did you? Hey, listen, don't get me started on Kawhi still.
Hey, listen, I have a story. I went to LA in the summer. As soon as I landed to LAX, I understood why Kawhi left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. LA is a different vibe. That's his home. He wants his Dukes to watch him play. You know what I mean? I get that. But the fact of the matter is, he got shipped to a place where he didn't want to play, did his job, got us a championship. I respect that, man. He grinded. He could have been that guy that held out, and then wanted to get his way out of Toronto to where he wanted to go, but he honored his contract. Yeah, true, but I'm still going to respect the OG, man. He's the one who put Toronto on the map, even though he left, but it is what it is,
That's it, man. All right, my last question. Yeah. Raptors, 82 games. You got one down, 1-0.
Yeah.
What do you think the season record is going to be?
I think it'll be 15-32. I think they're going to hit the 50 win plateau. I mean, the East is very top heavy. There's still a lot of mediocre teams in the middle. Miami, the Bulls are an up and rising team, Hawks, but when it comes to the top four, I think the Raptors can still stay top 3, top 4. Boston, I don't believe them defensively. You know, when you replace Kyrie, obviously Kyrie wasn't a defensive juggernaut, but I mean, when you bring him with a smaller Kemba and then obviously Enes Kanter, replacing Al Horford, that's a whole different ball game. I feel like the Raptors can eat.
Let's go, we're eating, we're hungry. Let's get it, man, Raptors. Woo!